What's up? Welcome to a very quick yet very important video on how to get the correct exposure on your SLog footage on your Sony cameras every single time. So let's jump right in. Quick disclaimer, on my Sony FX6 I shoot SLog all the time, but of course I get the exposure right every single time because I'm shooting with an external monitor on which I have a LUT, especially the LUT that I will be using in the post-production, so of course I know what the final image will look like and how to get the right exposure. On my Sony a7S III, which is filming me right now, I don't use an external monitor because it sits mainly on my gimbal, and I use it also for some photography. That's why I don't use an external monitor. However, when I film with it, I also want to shoot in SLog to get the most out of the camera and also to match the Sony FX6 better. So how do I get the perfect exposure, the right exposure, without an external monitor, just with the monitor of the camera itself? Let's do it. So right down here between the aperture and the ISO, you have the multimeter or light meter. Now this one shows you your exposure, so basically how bright the image is. Now you would expect that it should be on 0 to have the perfect exposure, because -1 or 2 is too dark and +1 or 2 is too bright. However, that isn't the case when shooting in SLog. When shooting in SLog, it has to be on exactly +2.0, because everything below that is too dark and everything above that is too bright. +2.0 is the perfect exposure for SLog. How can you do that? Do all your settings to your likings, like the shutter and the aperture, and then use the ISO to darken or brighten the image. As you can see right now we're at +1, +1.3, +1.7, and there we have it, +2.0. That's the perfect setting for SLog. As you can see, if we go above that, it's still at 2.0, but it's blinking. It can't blink. When it's blinking, it means the image is too bright. So go back down again to +2.0 to have the perfect exposure on your SLog footage. Now when we drag this clip into our timeline, put an adjustment layer above it, use the LUT effect on the adjustment layer and select an SLog LUT, we can see it has the perfect exposure. Now here's another example for a shot during the day. We also put the multimeter to 2.0, and as you can see, it's perfectly exposed. That's it from this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and also consider subscribing right here for more videos just like this one. You can find more videos right here, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Cheers!